welcome to another MOTUfigures.com video spotlight.
Look at them and say it.
Welcome to another MOTUfigures.com video spotlight.
Yes, you got it, man. You totally got it. All right, we're taking a look today at Icarius, otherwise known as Flipshot. Our first.
I really want that one.
I know you do. I know you do. It's our first New Adventures hero. This is one you skipped.
I'm so jealous.
I know. I think that's the problem. This is one of those figures that if you saw it in person, you would want it. A lot of people see it and they go, "Oh, New Adventures, Flipshot. I don't really need that. I wasn't a New Adventures fan." But this figure is amazing. It's so good. I mean, it comes with so much stuff. They took what was kind of a cheesy figure. I mean, not to dog New Adventures figure fans. I'm just not a fan of that kind of style of figures.
New Adventure figure I like to collect. I want that optic so bad. And
yeah, you want the original optic. Yeah.
I want them to make the MOTU Classics video optic.
They will.
Original.
They will. Sit back some, bud. So, what do you know what that stand? So it's one of those things where you take a design like that and you apply that design to MOTU Classics and it gets awesome. It really brings out how cool the design is. You alright?
Oh, and if you guys haven't signed up yet, since you watching videos, you should do
well, no. Wait on that. Wait until let's talk about the figure first, and then we'll talk about the brackets. So, but yeah, you skipped this one, and now that you see it, which I think is.
I only saw its other head at the convention.
Well, turn towards the camera.
It was at its feet, but I did not see it.
Yeah, well, push up glasses. There you go. So you were saying at PowerCon they had the regular head on there? I didn't know that. So they had this head at the feet.
Yes.
Okay, I must not have noticed that. But yeah, this head really helps sell it with the visor. Because we'll get into all the details in the figure. But this is one you skipped. Now they said, I tried to warn you. I said this one's going to be cool.
Why'd you have to never reissue them again?
I know. Past Manny Faces, no more reissues. So you're either going to have to go to eBay or you're going to have to hope for Santa Claus or something like that. I'm
sorry for you people that take it in Manny Faces because he's an amazing figure.
Yeah. So, hopefully you'll get him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the figure.
Yeah.
So, they've taken, we're talking our first New Adventures hero and things like that. He's got a lot of new parts involved here. He's got new arms, a new buck arm with this. On the original figure, it had like a switch thing on the arm, and they've incorporated that in the sculpt here. So, they've added this part here. We've got some new we got some new boot sculpts here.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think they're using these too on Slushhead. If I remember right, Slushhead has these.
So we get another New Adventures guy. And that one I'm not making a mistake on.
Yeah, you're not missing out on Slushhead. He looks so good.
I even saw him at the convention. I was there when they announced him.
You were when they announced Slushhead. And so...
What was that?
That was Keaton. So we've got like a new covering here too, like a new underwear piece or whatever. And it's made of a really rubbery material, so it doesn't hinder his articulation at all.
I
Can you
got
pick that up? Thank you. So this is able to move all over the place. Hang on, we'll get to that.
I know, just like...
Well, let's strip him down, and then we'll
Oh, I didn't know it was jetpack.
Yeah, it comes off.
Kean figured out something about this figure.
What's that?
Remember that one night?
He can... yeah, we'll show that in the video. People are going to dig that. I don't know if we didn't check to see if they could flip. We'll figure it out. Okay, so here's your basic figure. We've talked about how he has some new body parts. He's got this new torso covering, and it too is kind of rubbery. And that can come off, but I don't like to take those off because I feel like they kind of get weakened when you take them off.
Just
so I'm not
how
gonna take it
I
off.
feel about my Roboto.
Exactly. So I'm not going to take... Roboto? What do you mean? What part on Roboto?
When I
the gears. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. So here he is in standard form, and then with the helmeted head, and this visor piece can come off, and you've got that underneath, or you can leave it on, and it's got this nice, clear, pinkish material for the visor.
Did they announce their new, did they announce another good guy from New Adventures yet?
No, not yet.
But
I'm assuming it's going to be New Adventures He-Man next.
I want them to make that other
Hydron?
guy. Yeah, Hydron.
Yeah, you really, if you're talking New Adventures, you need Flipshot and Hydron. Those are your two main ones. Well, I'm sorry, it's Icarius, since they can't call him Flipshot. Nerf has Flipshot.
Well, I like it's like, well, if I had that figure, I'd like have He-Man go into a different dimension, and like he'd meet the New Adventure characters.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what happens in the New Adventures. He goes to the future.
Yeah, but I like my regular He-Man comic.
Oh, I got you. You mean regular He-Man going there. That would have made more sense in the cartoon, too, if he looked like regular He-Man before he went to the future.
Oh, you know what would be cool?
What's that?
You know how they're making that toy thing where you vote? Well, they made New Adventures He-Man or something, and that...
See, I hope they don't put him in the vote, because...
Adam.
New Adventures Adam?
Yeah.
That is kind of obscure. And they could use, like, Preternian He-Man parts. But we're jumping away from this figure. Okay, so that's him in basic form. And then accessory-wise, he comes with...
Can I point out the things?
Well, hang on. Let's talk about what it is first. He's got this missile launcher arm shield guard thing that just kind of clips onto his arm. And then, you want to mention that...
Yep.
I'll get him off of there. I'll try and get him off there. There we go.
Well, it's like this. Like, you can take it off and like, pretend like he's shooting somebody. If you're a kid, I understand. If you're an adult, you'll just put it in the case.
You'll just put it in the case. Sit back. But that's cool, though. And you fire it off, and he's still got the arm shield.
Yeah.
And I like, too, how in the package they have a package drawn, but this is actually supposed to go on this arm, and that's why he has this glove on this hand, is to protect it from the exhaust.
It actually looks like a gladiator thing again.
Exactly. Well, it's kind of like that, the gladiator thing we talked about. He wears that glove on this arm to protect himself from the exhaust from the missiles, I would assume. So there's that piece. We'll leave that on. And it's got a nice thing where it kind of fits into... You can pop up and say hi. You want to pop up and say hi? Maybe later?
Last video.
Okay. So there's that piece. And then you've got the jetpack.
Yep.
And the jetpack just kind of pops right in. It's kind of molded into there, so it sticks into that spot. And the jetpack, hang on, has movement in the wings, so they can fold up and they can fold down. They can go all over. No, he discovered something else, and we'll get to that. And then
they pop out.
The missiles actually come out. And if these didn't have the grooves on it, it's almost like you could just flick it, which I just did, actually. You can just flick them out, like projectiles, which is kind of cool for for you, and for Keaton it would be cool to have, because you could flick out the missiles. Now, a lot of people want to put it on this other way, because the wings, and it can kind of squeeze onto there, but it's not a good fit, because it's actually made to fit.
Anyway.
But Keaton was playing with this, and he noticed that, if I can get it to do it again, the wings actually pull out of the jetpack. They're on little notches, and they actually pull out of the jetpack. But I was thinking, like, okay, well, you could then make them the other way around and, like, flip it so that it's going like this, but they don't fit. So at first I thought, oh, that's a cool way to be able to do the wings the other way around. But it is kind of neat that you could take these out, and it's almost like they're planning ahead.
He can't shoot his missiles. It'll be like... It won't even hit the guy in front of them.
Well, no, if you went this way with it, and then just put the missiles in the other way around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it's kind of interesting to see that whole, it's made into pieces. Like, it's almost like they're thinking ahead of time that it's going to do something else at some point. Like, this piece will probably be something else or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Now I got to put it all back together again.
They're going to use a Flipshot jetpack for anything else?
I don't know. I mean, the piece, the center piece could be used for something else.
Like that gun guy with the mustache. It could be like
Rio Blast?
Guns pop up.
That could be something. I mean, I don't know. The back piece of him is, it's pretty trapped to this design. But if this little section here was on another one, then this recess could work for something. This is all speculation. It was interesting to me that they came off so easy. It's almost like they were designed for it to be separate pieces. What's up with the face?
I want that toy.
Oh. So there he is, all armored up. Now, his other piece that he comes with, let's take all this stuff off.
Yeah.
You can pop up and say hi. I just talked about the wing thing you found. You want to pop up and say hi? I found that out. Come on. Too shy this time? Okay.
I'm not too shy.
Not too shy? Well, everybody's going to miss seeing you. They're going to say, why didn't Keaton come up and say hi? All right, well, maybe later you'll pop up. Okay?
And I'll pop up.
Okay, you will pop up at the end? That sounds great. Okay, so the other head is an unhelmeted head. Now, you don't know who this is. But the head sculpt... It's Icarius, yes. You got me. But the head sculpt is... Sit back, bud. The head sculpt is actually... looks like it's molded after the actor Val Kilmer. Which you don't know who the actor Val Kilmer is. But do you remember that Batman movie with Two-Face and Riddler?
Uh-huh.
The guy that played Batman in that is Val Kilmer.
Really?
Yeah, so this head really looks a lot like him. And other people are saying, man, it kind of looks like Arnold. It kind of looks like Jean-Claude Van Damme. To me, it looks dead on Val Kilmer from Top Gun.
But we don't want to do Batman or Top Gun or anything. We're on Icarius.
Oh, I agree. But I thought it was cool, and I would hope that for other characters where they have a helmeted head and they come with another head, that maybe they do some more actors. I would love to see, like, Rio Blast.
David Hasselhoff.
Okay, David Hasselhoff. I would love to see Rio Blast look like Charles Bronson, I was going to say, or something like that, or maybe Tom Selleck. But having Val Kilmer head, and this is a great Val Kilmer head, I actually have 2 of this figure because I wanted to do one with the Kilmer head, and one with the helmeted head.
Someday I'm gonna buy it from you.
You're not gonna buy my figure. Good luck, dude. Okay, so that's that. We'll move on to the bio. Icarius, daring space ace.
By the way.
The artwork is from the vintage line. Real name T.C. Icarius Kaz. Now I'm gonna hang on. It isn't so bad because the Icarius part. The T.C. has to do with the guy that works at Mattel. T.C. I can't remember the guy's last name, but he worked on the original Icarius and he worked on this Icarius, and his name is T.C. I can't remember his last name. I'm sorry. And then what's strange to me though is the last name of Kaz, because there's the kid character in New Adventures called Kaz. I think it's spelled differently, but it's kind of weird that they use Kaz there. Anyway, a great pilot from the cloud city of Leviton on planet Primus, Icarius is equipped and ready to flip into battle at a moment's notice. After his 18th birthday, he left home to join the Galactic Protectors. Rising to the rank of lieutenant, Icarius traveled with Captain Hydron on his quest to find the legendary twin warriors prophesied to defeat the Horde Empire. Arriving on the distant planet Eternia shortly after the end of the second Ultimate Battleground, they recruited not only He-Man and She-Ra, but several other members of the Masters of the Universe who were eager to pursue Skeletor to the stars. Nicknamed Flipshot, stop doing that. Icarius utilizes a battle helmet, back-mounted jetpack, and concussion grenade wrist rockets in battle against Skeletor and his new Space Mutant army.
That was a good bedtime story.
Well, it's not a bad bio. It really isn't. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. They're kind of tying in. They're changing New Adventures a little bit. I like how they're taking multiple Masters of the Universe instead of just He-Man. And it looks like they're taking He-Man and She-Ra and then a few Masters with them to the future.
Tila.
And it looks like it's more like a mission type thing instead of... Whereas in New Adventures it felt kind of permanent when He-Man went to the future.
What do you mean by permanent?
Like it seemed like that's where he was going for good. And he was just ready to go and said farewell to everybody, and he was just in the future from there on.
Well, if you moved back to Eternia in the 2000s, he was there.
Well, no. The 2000s cartoon is totally separate.
Story.
Yeah. They kind of just leave New Adventures as New Adventures.
Cool, they have Optic on it.
Yeah, and they made a mistake, though. It says Optic for Skeletor. It doesn't say Evil Spy for Skeletor. Or something like that. It says just Optic for Skeletor. What's he doing for Skeletor? I don't know. Cool stuff in this. They managed to squeeze... Hey, there he is! They managed to squeeze in Flipshot. They managed to, they talked about Hydron. They talked about going to the future. The Space Mutant Army. Who do you think... Name 3 of the Masters that you would take if you were going to the future. You're taking He-Man and She-Ra, and you get to pick 3 more. Who would you pick?
Ram-Man, Manny Faces, and... Well, I might need an archaeologist, so I'm going to take Malak.
Malak, wow, that was a good pick. He is very smart. I might take those ones, too. For me, I would take... I agree with Manny Faces. I would also take Man-at-Arms, and I would take Tila. That's the ones I would take.
Well, I need Malak in case I need an archaeologist.
That's a good idea. Malak is very smart. It was a good pick. Okay, so that battle wraps it up for him. He's a great figure. If you didn't get him just because he was New Adventures, you really missed out, because this figure is awesome.
Welcome to my club.
Welcome to Blaze's Cub. Welcome to Blaze's Club. He skipped it because it was New Adventures, and he regrets it. The figure can be picked up fairly cheap right now. You can probably get it right around retail still from like eBay or Big Bad Toy Store or whatever. And I would recommend BigBadToyStore.com. Yeah. I would recommend getting it. He's great. He comes with tons of stuff. I think he's probably the most accessorized since, say, Man-at-Arms or something. And that jetpack is huge. It's almost like a vehicle.
I wish it was a vehicle.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Great figure.
Yeah.
The other thing we want to talk about real quick before we sign off here is the
brackets.
Thing we're doing, the Ultimate Battleground battle bracket.
If you didn't sign up, you need to.
You got until November 15th to contact me, have me send you a ballot, and you send it back to me. Basically what it is, we took 64 MOTU figures and put them in random pairings. Hey, sorry about jumping out there. The camera recorder ran out of film, like right as I was noticing Keaton back there. So anyway, so we did in these things. You fill out the brackets, and then we'll figure these things out either through the Twitter account, which is at MOTU Classics, or through the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Masters of the Universe Classics, or through MOTUfigures.com, or through the videos. We're going to announce the winners of each fight We'll just do it by random chance. It's going to be flip of the coin, or we do it like a dice game or something like that to figure out who wins.
The highest number wins.
Exactly. And then we'll figure out who wins each round, and based on the rounds, there's going to be a point system. But in the end, whoever has the most points from all the entries wins a Triclops and a Manifaces. MOTU figures.
Maybe I wanted extra.
No. We're not really entering.
Yeah.
So if Blaze gets the most points, it goes to the next person.
And if my dad gets the second
then it goes to the next person.
And if Keaton gets
then it goes to the next person. But the three of us will not claim the prize.
Yes.
It'll go to somebody else. So get entered. Send me an email. Check for the information. Go to the website. Whatever. And I guess that's it. You want to sign off?
Good journey.
Good journey.
Yeah,
Keaton, you want to come say good journey?
Just poking out there.
No, he doesn't want to say it this time. Well, Keaton says good journey. We'll see you guys next time.